Hello, everybody. Good evening and happy Success Sunday. It is me, and it's that time again. Tameika Isaac Devine, your work life integration strategist, leadership mentor, and the founder of A Divine Life, where I work with working moms and women in leadership with work life integration skills so that you can have the life that you desire and the life that you deserve. Anyway, this is my weekly Success Sunday message. For those of you who might be joining me for the first time, thank you so much for joining, and I hope it's not your last time. I am here every Sunday evening at 8 o'clock p.m. just for a few minutes, 10, 15 minutes, to bring you a message that hopefully will inspire and motivate you as you start your week. Like I mentioned, I work primarily with working moms and women in leadership, but the Success Sunday messages that I share are universal, and they are for any and everybody to just help you as you are juggling lots of things, whether it is work life quote balance, which I like to call work life integration, or if it is moving forward in your career or moving forward in the community work that you're doing, whatever it is. I'm hoping that the message that I give you can give you some inspiration and motivation. And I also try and always bring you some really practical tips, things that I do in my life that help me stay motivated, stay focused, and moving forward in the goals that I set for myself. Anyway, today's message I wanted to bring you guys is about the importance of protecting your peace. This is so important because, we all have busy lives. There's a lot going on in our world, especially right now. I mean, in the course of this last week, um, we have seen, of course, in your local community, whether you're here in Columbia or somewhere else, I'm sure there's a lot going on in your local community. You turn on the news and there's all kinds of stuff. This week, you know, there is a war going on. Uh, in our world. And I have a 5-year old. I mean, look, they're tanks. They're going to pressing can upset you, and so it is really important to protect your peace, not just from what you might see on the outside, but even some internal things that might be disrupting your peace. Because if you do not have peace, then internally, once you internalize those things, it can help. It can cause health problems. It could cause you to be not focused on moving forward in your goals. It can depress you. And we know that mental health is so very important. And so today I just wanted to bring you a very quick message about the importance of protecting your peace. And so let me just start with my couple of things on why is it important to protect your peace. And so first and foremost, it is part of your self care. And if you watch my message for you last week, I talked about the importance of self-care all the time. And I gave you some tips and strategies on self-care, why self-care is important, and some of the things that you can do to help take care of yourself. We all know that self-care is very important for us physically, mentally, and it's important that you take care of yourself. And so as you protect your peace, that is part of your self-care. If you've got negativity happening around you, if you've got people who are bringing you stuff, people who are in your ear, if you personally are allowing your peace to be disrupted, that is going to add to your stress levels. And so you want to protect your peace because it is part of your self-care. If you're not caring for yourself, you're not going to be able to pour into other people. Used last week the analogy about on the airplane where they talk about, putting the mask on yourself first. But I also will use it how you can't pour into other people. You can't pour from an empty cup. And so if you're not taking care of yourself, then you can't give of yourself to your career, your profession, your family, your community, or whatever that is. And so if you're not protecting your peace, then you are not caring for yourself. So it is important to protect your peace. Number one, because it is part of self care. Number two, my number two thing, if you're protecting your peace, it helps attract more positivity. I had to say that, I have um, long been a person who believes in meditation in the morning. Of course, I have my prayer closet. I am very much a woman of faith. And so, I believe in protecting my peace because it actually allows me to be able to connect more with my spirituality and where I need to be. But if you are protecting your peace, if you're not allowing negative thoughts to come into your space, negative people to come into your space, negative situations, messy situations come into your space, you're going to be able to exude positivity. And as you exude positivity, you're going to bring in more positivity. So it's really important to protect your peace because you're going to, once you are in a peaceful situation, once you are in that realm and giving the positive vibrations out, more vibrations will be attracted to you. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to talk to you about that, like positive vibrations and the laws of attraction, and some of the things that physiologically have been proven to actually you bring to yourself because of what you exude. I'm doing some deeper dive studying on some of that, but I've always been a big proponent about the law of attraction and being positive and being happy. And when you're happy and positive, you're going to attract more of that. And so, certainly, if you're protecting your peace, you're going to be able to attract more positivity and be happy. And I was thinking about, just the fact that a lot of times you, in your space, when negativity comes into your space. And what does that do? That ends up making you feel bad and it stresses you out. You physically feel the negativity. Like, say, I've been in meetings before where it's negative in the meeting and I feel it physically. And so if that negativity has then reacted and you've internalized it. But think about it. If you're protecting your peace and you're not letting that negativity come in, the opposite will happen. You will have that sense of peace, that sense of enjoyment, the sense of happiness that will actually continue to be out there. Uh, and then the third reason that is so important to protect your peace is because it makes you more productive. I get up every single morning and I start with my meditation. Sometimes I'll do a guided meditation. Sometimes I will do, just my own listening to music and meditate on what I envision for my day. And I will tell you that when I do that in the morning, I will tell you so much how well my day goes. I mean, I can get into the office at 8 o'clock, and by 9:30, I would have done five things on my to-do list because of the fact that I'm in that peaceful sense of frame of mind. I mean, I've gone into the office with that peacefulness and that mindfulness on the top of my mind, and it helps me be a lot more productive. It helps me focus. It helps me not get distracted, and it helps me be more productive. And so, if you are protecting your peace, you are definitely going to be more productive to get the things that you want to do, whether it is your professional goals, it's your personal goals, some of the things that you have to do. It's going to help you be more productive. So, those are the three reasons. Part of your self care attracts more positivity and it helps you be more productive. Now, like I did last week, in addition to giving you the three reasons why it's important to protect your peace, I also want to give you just some basic things about how some of the things that I want you to think about how you can protect your peace. First of all, don't sweat the things that you can't control. There are so many things that are outside of our control, and that we've got to be very mindful that we can't do everything, we can't fix everything. And so don't get to the point where you are internalizing the stuff that you can't control, and then that brings you down. And so I think about, like, in my office, and I talk about, morning I meditate around my office, around this office. I have positive sayings, affirmations, things that I have. And so one of the things I have in my office is the serenity prayer. you know, um, you know, God help me be able to change the things that I can control, and then learn and not and the things that I can't control, know the difference. I know I'm saying that wrong, but you know what I mean. But if you can't control it, don't get to the point where you are stressing on that and dwelling on that, because you can't control it. You can't do anything about it. Now, certainly you can pray on it. You can send well wishes, certain things, but don't stress on it. If you can't control it, don't stress on it, because then that will keep you in a sense of not being able to have peace. And so that's one of the things. Two, avoid people and places that drain you. And you've heard me talk about this before. It is so important. We have people who are just negative. I mean, I did a Facebook Live maybe 3 years ago about like negative Nancy's and those folks that no matter those folks, no matter what it is, you go to them and say, oh, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Nah, it's going to rain. I mean, the people who are like, they drain you. The folks that you just dread interacting with them, because they're always negative or they're messy. They cause problems. I mean, they're always coming to you talking about somebody else, and they're always getting the negativity out there. Those are the folks that drain you. Those are the things that don't protect your peace, because just by mere fact that they're bringing in negativity to you, and that is getting you down, and it's draining you. So avoid those people in those places. There are certain places that I just don't go. There are certain people that I just choose not to be around, because I know that they drain me, and it doesn't. It messes with my inner sanctity. And so, if you're going to protect your peace, you got to avoid those people in those places. And then third and last, make practicing gratitude part of your daily routine. And you've heard me talk about this before. Keeping a gratitude journal, being thankful for what you have, and realizing that being grateful for the things that you have give you such a great, not even more than a sense of peace. It gives you a sense of satisfaction to be grateful and see the blessings, the multitude of blessings that you have. And so, you may have heard me give this tip before. Keep a gratitude journal. I have a gratitude journal by my desk or by my bed, and every night I'm writing down what I'm grateful for. But the kicker for me is I try not to repeat anything within at least like a month's period of time. And so it causes you to dig deeper and to really be grateful. I'm grateful that I have internet that I can share with you tonight. It's raining today. Some people might not have internet. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. Of course, I mean there are things like that you think about being grateful for, but it's the smaller things like I'm grateful that today, because it was rainy, I got to spend some time. We got to spend time in the house, and we were playing games and having some great family time and singing songs, singing to Encanto and dancing, so I'm grateful for that family time. If it wasn't raining, I might have had things on my schedule. My husband might have things on his schedule that caused us to be out, and that we wouldn't have had that family time. So think about the things that you're grateful for and write those down, and practice gratitude on a daily basis. You'll see how much that gives you a sense of peace, but also gives you a sense of satisfaction, and you're excited. So, anyway, that is my Success Sunday message for you this week. I hope that I've given you some good tips and some motivation to enter into this amazing week with a sense of knowing that the controlling or your peace is under your control. And that if you actually stay focused on protecting your peace, it will allow you the opportunity to actually have not just a great week, but also, of course, a great life, because you're going to be doing things that will continue to fill you up in a positive way, and then get you productive so that you're doing things positively within the community. So, anyway, as always, I want to invite you to join me every single Sunday here at for another Success Sunday message. But also, you can check out my website, A Divine Life. I know I promise every week that I'm going to have a new blog, but I really promise you, I've written so many of them, but I'm kind of going through and editing. But March is a new month, and we are getting into a new month, getting checking off things on my goal list. And so check out A Divine Life for new blogs and new materials. If you saw my Facebook lives yesterday, I started hiking. I went on my very first hike yesterday, and so I wrote a blog today about that experience and some of the things that I'm going to be doing this year in my year of intention. And so check out Divine Life for my blog, and then of course follow me on all social media. I'm on Ti Devine on Twitter, and on everything else, I'm Tameika Isaac Devine. And so to catch up more about what I'm doing, sharing messages, success tips, other things, you can find out all that on my website and on my social media. So, anyway, until then, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Marguerite. Thank you, Candy or Tia. Thank you, Melissa, and all of y'all who tuned in to this Success Sunday message. Please share it, and if you think this message can be useful and beneficial to anybody else, please share it and invite them to watch. But I will see you guys next Sunday again at 8 p.m. for another Success Sunday message. So until then, have an amazing week. Good night. God bless. Love you all. Bye.